every time I log into StreamYard, it's making me enter all my credentials again. Like who I am. It's making me log in with my email. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's really weird. Whatever way that I get in this, it's like some kind of ghetto way because I don't get access to anything. It just lets me join,
Yeah, and you just have you have to sit there and wait patiently for me to get all dolled up because obviously I'm always looking my best on these Sunday morning shows. It's got to be some shit for you to be like, see me like in my regular getup and then see me on Sunday morning and be like, y'all, she don't really fucking look like that. I don't use filters though. That is my big no-no. I do not use fake filters.
Yeah, there's some new one that's going around on TikTok that they're going batshit crazy over something glamour or something.
Bold glamour. And let me tell you something hilarious. It does not work on me.
Faces and everything.
Yeah, I mean, okay, the problem with that filter, there's nothing wrong with that filter. I don't feel like it sculpts your face, but you really can make your face look like that with contouring. Because I contour because I have a fat face on a small body. It's not fair. So...
Well, I don't know about the contouring thing because there was a lady who she showed it before she switched that filter on, had a pudgy face, switched that on, and immediately she had like chiseled cheeks,
Well, it's the illusion for sure. Sorry, I'm eating still because I'm fat, but I'm not fat. That filter 100% does not work on me. It is so funny. In fact, I must be doing something wrong because I turn it on because I wanted to try it. And it looks worse. So basically what it does is it takes my face from being ghostly white to having some color, but no eyelashes, no eyeliner, no lipstick, nothing. And I'm like, I must be doing something wrong or it's just not readily available on our phones. I don't know, but it doesn't work on me. It's like, you're ugly and you just need to accept it.
I was just going to try that teenage filter that's been on there for a bit just to kind of see what it did. And like it said that is not available on your device. I'm like, okay.
Oh, okay. I wonder. Fun. I want to try that too because I feel like I will look exactly like I did when I was younger. Some people don't look anything like they did. I think I'll look pretty much the same because I don't do so much tricks with my makeup that I don't look like myself. So.
I joked with somebody at work, unless it gave me my hairline back, it's not going to simulate what I looked like as a teenager.
Well, you could put a hat on.
Well, there's that. Yeah, but I never wore hats back in the day. I didn't have to, so.
Oh, boo. I'm just kidding.
I had a couple questions for you before we get into this.
Yes, sir.
Do we want to discuss, whether or not slash or pass on Cocaine Bear? Because it is a slasher, technically.
Oh, my God. I want to discuss Cocaine Bear so bad.
And as a cold open, and secondly, do you care if we split this up? Because I swear to you, these first three movies, I mean, the amount of trivia that I have on the first one alone, I think is going to take enough time to where we're going to be like, fuck, doing the second part right now. Like what I'm trying to propose to you so that I can get some sunlight in the day.
Yes.
Is we're trying to record the first half, however long that takes. I still think it's going to be a while.
Yeah.
Then come back tonight and finish it up with the other part.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I didn't even think you'd want to do that tonight. I thought you'd want to do it another day, but I don't know. It's so hard with our days because we have such weird days off. Well, you do.
I have Monday and Tuesday off this week that's, facing us just because I had to work every day last week for the other pharmacist I worked with. He was on vacation. So I'm off the next couple of days. I'm fine if we record tonight, later on. So.
Okay. That's fine with me. I am off tomorrow, but I'm taking my kid to the fucking city and some of his classmates. I'm a designated driver for the school, so we're gonna go to San Francisco. Fucking pray for me. That city is a shithole.
I've heard enough about it that I would never want to be there, period. Even though I saw pictures of it back in or I saw, the movies that had images of it back in, the 90s. And I was like, man, that's a beautiful place. But then the more I hear since that time period, it's not a place that you want to be at if you don't appreciate human feces. Especially.
Oh my God. It's the worst. It used to be so gorgeous. We used to because it's like an hour, just a little over an hour away from here. And it's just so different. The culture out there used to be so great. Now it's literally active cultures, meaning feces, left throughout the city. I know this is how bad it is. I remember that I wanted that to be the first place I take my daughter on a mom-daughter trip. I wanted to teach my daughter, hey, this is, you don't have to be afraid to travel. Well, definitely be weary, you don't want to be a fucking thoughtless traveler, but, it's okay. You can do things, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to drive. My mom was terrified of driving her entire life. I don't want me or my daughter to be that way. That was going to be our mom-daughter trip. It is so bad in San Francisco that I was like, fuck that, never taking my child there. We're going to go to Vegas instead. A little more wholesome there.
Yeah, that's pretty sad when Vegas is more wholesome. But I've heard that Vegas actually, since the mafia is at least not totally out there with its, ruling of the place, is that it's actually is more family friendly now. So
yeah, I had a driver tell me, he's like, because I thought I had lost my daughter, just randomly went to go lay on a bench like a hobo. I'm just kidding. When we were hailing not a taxi but an Uber, and I was screaming. I was so scared. I couldn't see her. I couldn't find her. I was panicking. And he goes, "This is Vegas." He goes, "Nothing's going to happen to her here." He goes, "It's not like what you think it is." He goes, "Only people who are willingly putting themselves in specific situations, meaning if girls find that culture and they want to be a worker of any kind of sorts, it's consent, and it's not okay, but they don't take anybody. There's an abundance of people willing to do the work. They don't need to take because people go there.
Where it's legal, it's taken away the trafficking uses or whatever. So,
yeah, he did mention that. The mafia is very much involved with Vegas still. However, they want the appearance that it is a wholesome city. It is a good city. It's really a facade, but they're not doing anything.
I figured behind the scenes they were still operating.
Oh yeah,
it was just it's one of those things where they're not like they don't have full on like mafia members like standing at the doors like they used to.
Correct. They're there. You just don't see them, and if anything, they're trying to keep it safe, which is weird.
I don't know how weird it is because the one complaint that I've heard about New York is that back when the mafia actually ran a lot of it, is that it actually was a safer place to be at.
Yeah, because they don't want any bad business happening at their place.
And they're actually very family conservative oriented too, and that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, so I don't know, it's all weird. I feel safe, which is funny because, like I said, I told my hubby when we were in Vegas and that fake shootout happened, or fake or real, no one really knows what happened. But there's a lot of people that were there that are like, no, there was definitely shooting, and then there's the people that no, not at our place. Come spend your money. It's fine. It's safe. So kind of hard. We weren't there, but obviously caused mass panic. And at that point, prior to that, I told my husband, "You guys go do your thing at the casino. Me and Nona are going to go walk the streets because that's how safe you feel."
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but thankfully we did not because we would have been separated. And anyways, so back to the topics at hand. Yes, on Cocaine Bear, and also yes on recording later tonight.
Good. That works out both ways. So
yeah.
I don't want to go whole hog in the Cocaine Bear, but I feel like we can get our initial thoughts and then like kind of steer people. It's like, should you watch this? That sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
should you watch it? Should you wait for it to go to theater? I'm good with that. You know what? Hold, please. Let me get music in order here. I'm just gonna have to add the other songs later. I did not prepare them.
That's fine. Here's what I was thinking for the songs. First three for sure. Red Right Hand. It has to be. It was in every one of them. It's actually in my trivia that the only one who doesn't have that song is number 4. So my thoughts is that the three that we discussed on the other side, which my Attack of the Bees is actually on the back end of the podcast this time, and I've got a reason for that.
Okay.
But because it actually ties into 4 and 5, believe it or not. But I was thinking that like that She Said song or whatever might be by Collective Soul might be better on the second half because that song is supposed to represent like Sydney like moving on with her life or whatever, like that she's like dealt with all of her shit. And I feel like if you wrap up fives, that would be the epitome of like when to play that. So.
Yeah. Okay, that's actually a really good idea. Am I playing the song like at the end? Like, is that kind of because you know how I'll mix it in and then I'll play like maybe 30 seconds of it, and then our outro, our actual Death Holler outro kicks in. Is that how you want me to do it? Is there any area? Okay.
It's however you want to do it. I mean, I was thinking that, I mean, just a flat out, like, you know, either song, just playing the you know, the full thing at the end of either one of them would be fine too, just because it fits, you know, for what we're discussing.
Yeah, because depending on how long we record, if we have another 6-hour episode on our hands, which obviously it's going to be broken up into 2 parts, but if we have a 6-hour episode, I'm going to do 2 hours Monday, 2 hours Wednesday, 2 hours Friday.
I think we have every bit of that because I swear to you, these first 3, it's going to be a chore. I tried to limit how much trivia, but that first movie, I was like, that would suck if I don't bring that up. That would suck.
Yeah, it's hard.
And part 2, I tried to cut out a lot, but part 2, there was so many, you know, and I like doing this, you know, like where it looks and it says who might have got the parts in the movie. That movie was it was part 3. Part 3 was like, there were so many people that they almost cast for every single role in that movie that I feel like I had to leave those in there because it was ridiculous. The amount, it was like they didn't know who they wanted for part 3. And I don't really blame them because part 3 sucks, but we'll get to that.
I think having a halftime today is going to help us recoup, get some energy.
It's going to be good because my voice was going at the you know, on the Valentine one.
I can't believe we put in a full day's work for Valentine and and that was only 3 movies technically.
3 movies.
Yeah. And we're doing 5 movies, which I have my pre-sale tickets to go see it in 3D. I hope, because I haven't seen a lot of horror movies in 3D, as we've recently discussed. So I'm hoping that the 3D at least builds the excitement. I'll tell you what, I saw Cocaine Bear in those D-Box seats, and I've told you about D-Box. And I don't know that you guys have them in your area yet.
We don't.
Fucking amazing. If you
I figured.
Yeah, if you have a theater or you could see D-Box, anything in D-Box that's an action movie of any sort. I didn't get to see Top Gun in D-Box. I wish I had, but I haven't even seen Top Gun yet, the new one. But anyways, dude, oh my God, it's so fun. And I don't get sick, which is weird because you think motion. I usually get sick with motion. So, okay, let me check the music real quick.
All right. What's it?
That's not it. There's that. We don't need that. That's that one song.
I'm not actually hearing any of this. I don't know why.
Nothing at all?
No, it's like I'm hearing it through your or through your headphones, like it's playing and I'm picking it up through yours.
That's not good. But I guess I could always just kind of.
You can patch it in later. I don't care. I'm just letting you know that I mean, you might have to be the one that lets me or give me, I don't know, like some visual cues or something because I won't be able to hear it.
Let's patch it in later because obviously I am not reliable in giving you cues. I don't trust myself. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've been recording anyways because I love recording pre-shows now. So,
okay.
So when you're ready, go ahead and get started.